So I just got in my Head-to-Boat Illumarine lighting system, navigational lighting system, and this is for kayaks or sportsmen of any type. And I'm just opening the box and want to see what we've got in here. So we've got the system right here, and I'll open up that in a second. I do want to say that I did purchase this myself. This was not something that was given to me to review. Although the guys at Illumarine knew that I was going to be reviewing it, we met at Paddle Fest and had a great time with that. The packaging, as you can see, is packaged for commercial sales, which is really nice. These guys are kind of local, homegrown. They're out of Meigs County, Ohio, which is one of my second favorite places to be in Ohio. But in consideration of my reviewing this, seeing as I paid for it anyway, and I said they knew that that I was going to review this, they did give me a couple of their reflectors that they've got for kayaks that basically give you a starboard and port navigation. Which, if you're not familiar with coastal navigation or with the call regs of the Coast Guard, one side goes on the right side so that when somebody shines a light on you, they know which direction you're heading in. This one goes on the port side, so we've got port and starboard. And so these are meant to be reflective, and so people can see, first of all, that you are a kayak, but second of all, so they know which direction you're heading in. Those are going to be kind of handy at night, I think. Mostly I do my kayaking on small rivers, so they aren't as important to me, but if you're kayaking on the Ohio River or up in Lake Erie, those would be really handy. This entire system, I want to say, really, really pleases me because, as some of you know, I used to live on a sailboat, and I can't count the number of times that I would leave just before dawn, and I would find myself in the middle of a group of scullers, or I would find myself coming up on a kayaker that I can't even see because it's so dark. Because kayaks, or I'm sorry, sailboats, we don't have the big powerful lights because we don't want to lose our night vision, so we don't really use those, so we depend on our night vision. And a lot of times, especially today with kayaks being kind of camouflaged in some cases, especially if you're an early morning fisherman, it's really tough for someone who's on a 30-foot sailboat or more to actually see you. So this is a really great idea. So the batteries come with this. I'm going to open up the package. First time, it comes with some extra hardware so that you can actually mount things. This particular item is so you can mount to a gunnel or some type of rail, which is kind of nice. Then we have the headlamp itself as well, which you can take off of the head part. Here's the headband, and I want to go ahead and kind of open it up. So here's the headband, and the headband is created so that basically you take this part, put it into the top loop, take this part, the side, I guess some assembly required, not really too difficult, not a problem. This back loop, I think what we want to do is kind of run it through here. And out, you know what? I think this back loop goes back here. So we're going to run this through here, and this front part is going to be put through here. And now, when we've got it complete, we can see that we have a really nice little system. This top one here, we're going to pull out the little tab. There's a little tab here, as you can see, for the battery. I guess we gotta pull that out the side on the bottom. And that flashes. So if that flashes, slow or fast, or steady. So at night you want it to be steady. If you're not in distress, you want it to be steady. And you can see that is quite a bright light. I'm going to turn that off. The front light, I'm going to take and remove the battery tab here. Hope that came out right. I'm not sure that, yep, it did. So, in order to turn this one on, you have a little button. Down here you can barely see it. It's a green button. It's a little tough to get to, but green button, and that's quite bright, as you can see. And that's for a headlight if you're doing any kind of work. You press it again, and again now you've got your navigation lights for the red for the port side, green for the starboard side, and that combined with the top lamp, steady, that actually creates what you would normally need for any type of navigation for any type of boat. The fact that it's so low will indicate that it's not a powered vessel, that it is a manually paddled vessel, which again, they're not required. Manually paddled vessels aren't required to have lighting all the time, although I can see where this would work really well in a motorized dinghy. That might be helpful. So we're going to go ahead. The other thing about this, as I said, we've got the navigation light, you've got a flashing red, green, and white light for emergencies, and turn it off. But we also have down here, as an extra added bonus, another light, so you can keep your navigation lights on, but you can also have a work light. And I'm going to see, yeah, I've got batteries in there. That's not turning on for some reason. Maybe that one needs the batteries to be redone. The front lamp, though, is supposed to come off, and it does. So you can use that, again, as a work light. And then this one here, I'm not sure why it's not working as a forward light, and I'm going to have to check that out. Maybe because I had to turn that around. Let me see here. Nope. There we go. Yep, there we are. I just need to turn the batteries around so that they're not being wasted. That's a really good way of doing it, since there's really no way to pull a plastic tab out underneath it. But you can see you have now a work light combined with this lovely navigation light. So it's really great for fishing. It's going to be really great for kayaking, especially in areas where there's actually traffic. The light is good enough, it appears to be good enough so that you can actually see a little bit ahead of you, but it's not going to blind an oncoming boater. So this really looks like it's going to be a great product. I can't wait to get it out and actually use it. I think maybe the paddle trip to Put-in-Bay might be a good place to try it out for real. But this is a great product. I'm happy to see it on the market, having been in the experience of actually needing to see a kayaker now and again from a larger vessel. I think this will really help, and I really think that this will improve safety immensely. So I really do highly recommend it. This is actually under 30 bucks was what I paid for it. I think I paid $29.95. So it's right at that $30 price point. So it's going to not be an obnoxious expenditure. So I hope you enjoyed the review. Again, guys, I really appreciate it. It's a great homegrown product here from Ohio in Meigs County, and we'll be back with some more reviews. Thanks. Have a great day.